master chef. That's what I really want to be.
When we start within the school system, the first thing we provide is counseling and guidance. We need to understand what it is that they want from life, from being a professional.
Edwin started in our Project Victory program, which was located at North Shore Hospital. And Edwin wasn't really happy until he got into the cafeteria, and that was it.
Perfecto.
He was thrilled. He worked so closely with the chef.
And I asked him one day, I want to be a chef, what kind of skills or what kind of degree I would need.
He knew what he wanted, but he needed direction. He needed to understand what steps were needed for him to get there.
And my teacher at that time, she helped me out getting to Lizzie Hawkins.
To actually go through some specific vocational training towards becoming a chef.
The counselor was there to help not just with the tuition and the other materials needed, but to help with the process of attending the classes, what it's needed from Edwin to be successful in the classroom.
He completed those trainings, and then he came back to that chef at the hospital and he says, "Look what I got."
He saw me, he goes, "Great, you have the job."
You know, it's tough for a student to come back after being away for a little while and say, "Hey, look what I've done now, can I get a job?" And so I think it's because of that very special relationship that the two of them had that he was able to open a position for him and employ him.
Edwin had several people involved in the process. He was not by himself. He had VR counselor, the contractors. We have to provide services, so that's an additional support right there. He had that same job coach coming from the contractor. He had the hospital, the employees, and a specific chef that definitely was his mentor. He had the theory, he had the knowledge, he had the information, but at that point he didn't know how to transfer all of that into the work site. It wasn't easy. Having to go to work every day, having to put into practice what he learned in a classroom, but he finally did it.
The work in the hospital is a great experience because I will learn all my different diets.
I need more spice.
Edwin has been gathering his chef skills because he has a goal. He really wants to be a chef. And so he got what he could, I believe, at North Shore Hospital and realized that there was room for growth. And so he started looking for another opportunity that would provide him with what he needed.
I was cooking hot food before, but then, my mom told me that's only going to be cold food. I'm like, you know what? I really want to learn that. I really want to learn that.
And that's what the position at the Doral offered him.
We brought in Edwin, and it was just myself. It was a one-on-one interview. He did have that basic experience, but his willingness and his eagerness to excel really just sold me on him.
You really need to have a great attitude, have a good work ethic, and a passion for really good food.
Well, my job duties is to make sure everything is on the list, prepared and made by a certain time.
We have a sport bar and grill downstairs, which is called the Champions Sport Bar and Grill. So he's preparing actually for that restaurant.
Gotta make carrot sticks, celery sticks. Gotta make pico de gallo. Gotta make also chicken panini and also vegetable panini for vegetarians.
He is definitely not afraid to ask questions, and I love it.
He's very successful in his 90 days. We gave him a lot of supervision, but we tried to leave him on his own as well to see how much he can get done. And he really get it done in a timely fashion.
The current job is a fit because it's the next step in his final goal, which is to be a chef.
My favorite thing to do there is probably just to watch and observe them. Like that, everything around here, not just one stuff, but everything. It's a big place to learn. For me, the kitchen's like a school. Learn from the best.
The kitchen is a great place to work if you're around the right people. It's a very challenging environment. It's very stressful, but when you work in an environment that's very family oriented, where you're spending so much time with these individuals that you build that family bond, and that's something that's very important.
And we have a very harmonious environment, and Edwin plays a good part in that as well.
He's like the new kid. He's like the cousin. He's just starting, and we're having a great time with him. And it's been a very positive impact.
We had to have fun. We like to joke around, laugh, make jokes, dance sometimes when they put good music.
Working as a chef is difficult as it stands. To not have that fun in the environment just makes it worse.
Oh yeah, he developed a lot of confidence.
The willingness to learn is kind of pushing other associates too.
I think the transition is a success because of all the different pieces that were put in place. It started with the school identifying that he needed a hands-on work experience. He came to Project Victory. He got that experience there. He was encouraged to go to a vocational technical school to hone those skills, to get some more training, to get a certificate. Brought that back, got part-time employment. That turned into full-time employment. So without any of those steps along the way, I don't think it would have been as successful as it ended up being.
Edwin's future, I think, is very bright. He's really keeping his head down and focusing on the basics, and that's something that everyone needs to get back to sometimes. And he's building himself an excellent foundation to really, excel in the future. And we have high hopes for him, and he's been picking up very quickly. And it's kind of exciting to see where he can go next.
He wants to attend college, so we are in the process of researching what's gonna be a best fit for him. We need a place that it's gonna accommodate his needs. We need a place that it's gonna be up to the level of his expectations.
And just like I told Chef Mike, I want to be a master chef. He goes to me, Edwin, I'm here to help you out whatever you need.
He wants to have more knowledge. He wants to go back and be able to be creative. He wants to come up with new recipes.
Never stop learning. That's what they told me. That's what I'm here for.
Delicious.
Thank you, Chef.
Outstanding job.
Thank you.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Anytime. I'm thinking he's gonna be my next mentor, because you could have more than one in your lifetime.
Edwin will definitely be living independently. I see him in his own apartment. I see him with his full-time job, hopefully, in some sort of wonderful relationship, maybe building a family. I don't know, but I see him being completely independent.
He's not gonna hold back for anything, and he's gonna always move forward to get what he wants, and he's gonna fight for it.
I'm here, believing my goal. Little by little, I'm gonna be a master chef.